Stop everything, guys. I'm going to show you one of the best correct score betting systems for football that is out there. This is probably going to change the way you bet on football forever and for the better. Let's not waste any time. Let's dive right in. So over the past 30 days, the system has been working extremely well for me. I'm in profit of excess of £2,000 just using this system, just using £100 stakes per match, and this is with only around 50% strike rate using the Statto App AI for the predictions. So the system, if you want to see it, it's on this channel. I'm going to get them to leave it in the description of this video, but it is under predicting correct scores, and it is the anchor system if you want to search for it and see the system step by step. But I'm going to quickly summarize it a little bit for you here. So with the anchor system, you are calculating your predicted correct score for a football match, like 2-0, 2-1, 1-1. But then you're going to look at the goal probability, and you're either going to go up or down based on that goal probability. So, for example, we could have a 2-0 anchor score, and then we're going to go up, which would include a 3-0 or a 2-1. If we go down, our anchor score is going to be either a 1-1 or a 1-0 score. And so let me show you the staking for this, which is my little spin on the system. 40% of my stake, it goes on the anchor score, so I can really maximize and make the biggest profit possible if we land the anchor score. Then I put 30% on the secondary scores, which are typically going to be bigger odds, and this is my split of 40%, 30%, 30% across those scores. I only pick out the 3 scores, but if you like, you could probably do this with 4 or 5 correct scores. It just gives you a lower profit. So I'm going to show you the bets, some of the bets I've been placing, and how I do it. So remember, click the like button if you do like this channel and you do like this type of video. Click the like button, also hit the subscribe button, also if you want all our future videos as soon as they are released. So let me show you some of the bets I've been placing. We're going to use the Statto app to give us the predictions, and you can see how it went from there. So we want to check out Wimbledon versus Stockport County. We click on correct score. Let's see what scores it gives us, especially the anchor score. We can see Stockport County, the away favourite for this, and it looks like our primary anchor score is going to be 2-1 to Stockport County, and then 2-0, and then 3-1. Let's go and put that in over at the sportsbook. So we're going to get set up 2-0, 2-1, and then this one here. And remember, our anchor score was the 2-1. So 40% goes on the anchor score, then 30%, and 30% on the other scores. So place the bet. One of these can win. We'll tell you the profit, loss, and final result at the end of the game. Final result in, guys, AFC Wimbledon 0, Stockport 2. So this one's a winner for us. But how much did we return? Let's take a look. It was 185 returns in total. It was the 2-0. That was not our anchor score. Our anchor was the 2-1 to Stockport. But anyway, 40 lost on that one, 30 lost on this one, and then 255 returned on the 2-0. Gives us 185 returns overall. So a good result on this one, and just shows how well the system can work. Okay, our anchor bet lost, but one of the other bets came in, which gives us a profit overall. Luton Town versus Northampton. Very interesting game from League One. Click on correct score. Anchor score is going to be the 2-0. Secondary is 1-0. And the 2-1. So we're going to head over to the sportsbook. We're going to get this set up, and let me show you how we do that. So here we are, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. And remember, the anchor score is the 2-0. So 40% on the anchor score, then 30 and 30. And then we place that bet. Bet placed successfully. We will check the profit loss at the end of the game. Final resulting, guys, it's Luton Town 2, Northampton Town 1. This was a bit of a close one for us, wasn't it? So Northampton Town took the lead, 1-1 at halftime. It was a very, very late winner for Luton Town to land us on the 2-1 correct score, which gives us the winner. And let's quickly go over the results on this one. So these were our losing bets, our 2-0 anchor score that lost. As you can see, the 1-0 anchor score, well, that lost very, very early on in the match, but it was the 2-1 which gave us the returns. So 255 returns minus the 70, it's 185 returns on this match. And again, just shows you why this particular system is one of the best ways to bet on correct scores. By the way, guys, if you like the look of the Statto app, you can scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description to download the app. Once you sign up via the app and activate your account, you can also log in and use the desktop version, which is the version I'm using in this video. Overall, this will be a great time saver for you, and you don't have to waste time with all the calculations for yourself. If you're serious about your football betting, it literally pays for itself in both time and long-term profits. As said, click the link in the description or scan the QR code that is on the screen. Let's see if it works on this one. Arsenal against Sporting. We press the correct score and we want to see first what is the anchor score. It's 1-0 for Arsenal, 2-0 for Arsenal and 2-1 to Arsenal. So this is a pretty common anchor score for the Arsenal. We're going to go over to the sportsbook. We're going to place these bets and we will obviously then be checking the profit loss at the end of this. So all we've got to do, scroll down to correct score, pick out the scores. 1-0, 2-0, and the 2-1. Not combinable. 40% on your anchor score, which is the 1-0. 30 and 30 on the other scores. Place the bet. 100% is in the market. Now we're just going to check the profit loss at the end of the game. And so final result on this one, not very good, is it? Arsenal 0, Sporting 0, and we have lost a full £100 on this one. However, we should look at this a little bit closer, and we should always have a good think about the type of bet we placed on this. This was a second leg with Arsenal already winning 1-0, so a 0-0 was probably a good result for Arsenal, and Arsenal being a stronger team might be happy with the 0-0. We should have thought about that before placing the bet, maybe. Potentially that was a bit of an error on our part. Also, keep in mind, if you place these bets with Bet365, they typically refund if you get a 0-0 match if you place this bet on the correct score market. So that's obviously something to keep in mind for when you place these bets, or if you are betting on the correct scores. Anyway, this one is full loss, minus £100. So we're going to roll the dice in this one. It's Fiorentina versus Crystal Palace. It's Europa Conference League. It's a second leg, a quarter-final. We will look to be having 2-1 to Fiorentina as our anchor score, and then scores such as 1-1, and then also the 2-2 draw as our secondary. So we're going to go and place these bets. So we got 1-0, the 2-1, and 2-2. So anchor score was the 2-1, and then our secondary scores are going to be the 1-0 at 8.5, the 2-2 at odds of 14. So we got a good spread of bets here. Let's see what happens. We're going to place the bet, and we're going to check the profit loss at the end of the game. End of the game, and this one was a good one for us. It finished with a 2-1 win to the home team. It was very, very close. 2-1 on 54 minutes, and they hung on to the 2-1 win, which was our anchor score also. So we made 440 on the anchor score, minus 60 from the other bets, which gives us a return of 380 on this game. So a very good example of hitting our anchor score. That's the main plan. Although, ironically, if we would have hit the 2-2, one of our secondary scores, we actually would have made more. Anyway, very good call on this one, with a good win for the home team. So I was just inside the Statto app for this one. It kind of caught my eye a little bit. It's a UK Athens in the Europa Conference League. Anchor score 2-1 to the home team, and then a 1-0 as a secondary, and then a 1-2 to the away team. So I do like these ones. I like to bet on the 2-1 and also the 1-2. So let's go and place these bets, and we'll see how this one goes. So here we are. So anchor score 1-0 and then the 1-2. So anchor score is the 2-1 to the home team, and then we're going to put 30% on the other scores. So anyway, we will see how this one goes. We're going to let the game play, and we'll check the final result at the end of the game. Final result is in, and this is not good for us. AEK Athens winning this 3-1, and it looks, at first glance, it does look like it was a close call potentially for us, because remember we had 2-1 to Athens covered as one of our scores. However, if you look closely at it, Athens went 3-0 up from 51st minute. So we were never really in the running on this one. But anyway, we're going to try and win this back on our next bet. So let's go on this one. Nottingham Forest versus Porto from Europa League. Let's see what the correct scores could potentially be for this one. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 as our scores for this. So our anchor score is going to be the 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. And then we'll get the other scores into the bet also. So let's go to your favorite sportsbook. Let's get set up with our bets. So we're in the sportsbook. We scroll down to correct score 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. So our anchor was the 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. So 40% goes on that one. And then 2-0, bigger odds. 2-1 also bigger odds than our anchor score. So we got a good return no matter which score actually comes in. So let's get these bets placed, and there's nothing more to do apart from just to check that final result. Final result is in. Forest somehow winning this by only 1-0. The red card after 8 minutes, Forest taking the lead on 12 minutes. So you would have thought that there was going to be more goals in this one, but it managed to finish 1-0. And so the AI has got it absolutely nailed on with the prediction with this one. That was, of course, our anchor score. So the 1-0 to Forest, it lands us odds of 7, it lands us 280 minus the 60 from the other bets. So we've landed 220 returns on this one. Very interesting. Good call from the Statto AI. So we're going to use this system on this match. It's the Europa Conference League. We will press correct score, and we'll let the AI do the homework for us. So we can already see our anchor score is going to be 2-1 to the home team. That's alongside the 1-1 draw and the 2-2 draw. Very, very interesting set of results. We're going to go and get these set up on the sportsbook, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So you just go to the match, you scroll down, you're going to look for a correct score, and then we're going to place these bets. Okay, so anchor score and then the draws. So remember, with this we want to place 40% on our anchor score, which is 2-1 to the home team, and then we put 30% on the secondary scores, which we're going to get odds of 7. We're also going to get odds of 12 if there is a 2-2 draw in this one. So let's place these bets, and we will now check the final result, and we will look at the profit and loss for this game. Final score here, it was 2-2, and this match was an absolute belter. It was half-time, 0-0. Donetsk took the lead on 58 minutes, and it was 0-1. It then went to 1-1 on 73 minutes, which was one of our secondary scores. It then went to 2-1 on 80 minutes, which was actually our anchor score, and then it went to 2-2 on 83 minutes, and it did finish 2-2. So that was a fantastic call from the Statto AI with this one. Absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look at the profit loss for this. We lose these two bets, but we win the bet on the 2-2 score at odds of 12. So we've actually won the most valuable bet of all, not necessarily our anchor score. in this case. So again, great call from the AI, great call from the Statto AI for this one. Anyway, as you can tell, I absolutely bloody love this system, and I strongly recommend you try it using the Statto app. This way you can immediately know which scores to back, and you don't have to waste time doing all the homework yourself. To get it for yourself, you can scan that QR code that is on the screen, use the link below, or just search for Statto app in your app store. It will literally change your life, guys. And overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more systems and strategies, then the video on the screen is the next step. Click on that to keep going.